So at 3 tonight, the Austin Police Department received multiple calls in the area of 1600 block of Nash Hernandez. We had received word that there was at least one individual that was actively shooting into a group of people. When officers arrived at the scene, the suspected shooter had fled the area. We did end up with a vehicle description that we're trying to confirm at this point. We have a total of 3 victims. We have 2 victims that suffered gunshot wounds, and we have 1 victim that suffered a stabbing wound. None of the injuries are determined to be life-threatening at this point. We do have a person of interest that we are interviewing at this time. Currently, we are searching the park in case that there are any other victims and processing the crime scene from there. We expect that the area will be closed for at least the next 2 hours. As far as we know, there are no additional hazards to the community.
It looks like there was like an Easter celebration over there. Were there a lot of people here when the shooting occurred?
Yes, I don't have exact numbers on the number of people here, but there were several parties and picnics that were going on at the time that seemed to be Easter related.
Officer, do we know how many gunshots that were fired here at this park?
No, we have estimates of anywhere from 10 to 15.
Is there any indication as to what led to the altercation?
No, that is still being determined.
Officer, so about the suspects, do you know how many suspects were involved in this shooting, or is it unknown right now?
It's unknown. We have unconfirmed reports of, well, at least 1 suspect and possibly another.
Were there witnesses that have been cooperating with police?
Yes, we have several witnesses that stayed at the scene. We are asking that anyone that might have had cell phone footage or any other type of video footage that may have left the area for their own safety to please call the department at 911 and make contact with the detectives to provide that information.
Officer, do we know if the suspect, do you know if he was driving a vehicle here on the scene?
We do know that at least 1 suspect fled the area in a vehicle. We're not ready to release the description of that vehicle at this time, but we do have indications that yes, there was a vehicle.
Is there anything else that you'd like to notify the public or ask of the public?
As with any incident like this, we would really very much appreciate the public's cooperation in this. Again, anyone with any kind of footage or any knowledge of what might have happened out here, we would greatly appreciate, just in the interest of public safety, if they would contact the department.
And you think at this time there's no further worry to the area or the community?
That's correct. At this time, we have no indications that there's any further threat to the community.
Okay. Good.
Good.
All right.
All right, gentlemen.